everyone, welcome to Research Ready by Doc Lynn. I am Doc Lynn and I'm here to guide you to enhance your research skills. Whether you are a student doing your research projects or an academician, para sa'yo ang channel na to. On my first lecture video, we are going to answer the question, how to become ready on your research project. So, sasabihin ko ba sa inyo na madali ang gumawa ng research? As an experienced researcher, ang sagot ko dyan ay hindi. But it takes time to become a comfortable researcher. And you have to know what is the key to that is to enhance your research skills. There are no easy things. There are only things worth doing. So when I said, hindi madali ang paggawa ng research, hindi rin ibig sabihin na iiwasan natin siya. Lalo na sa katulad din yung mga estudyante at nagsisimula pa lang sa research, kailangan nyo talaga ng skills at guidance para matapos ang inyong mga project. So paano ba natin gagawin, ma'am, na maitatawid namin ang kahirapan or ang circumstances or ang obstacles sa paggawa ng research? As I have mentioned earlier, you have to enhance your research skills. Aside from that, in this video, I'm going to give you tips on how are you going to be successful in your research project. Number one tip is that you have to identify your research interests. Kung anong field na meron ka, dapat doon mag-delve ang mga research projects or activities mo. Dahil iyon yung sarili mong interest. Nakakatulong din ito para matapos at maging maayos ang iyong research kung ito ang interest mo. Things that you are passionate about. Number two, conduct preliminary literature reviews. Ito yung kadalasan na hindi ginagawa ng mga bagong researcher. Ito rin yung bagay na hindi madalas na i-advise ng isang research advisor or ng research instructor. Commonly, kung gusto mong gumawa ng research sa field ng interest mo, ang una mong dapat gawin ay magbasa. You have to look into research articles, research journals, publications, literatures about the interest you are in. Kasi kung hindi ka magbabasa ng mga literaturang ito, hindi madadagdagan ng knowledge kung ano ang meron ka. Ito ang purpose ng research. So we have to do more literature reviews before we go into another phases of your research projects. Number three, set your clear objectives. When you have already your research interests and you have read articles relative to this interest, you have also to bear in your mind, pagkatapos ng research ko, ano ba yung magiging output ko? Ano ba yung gap na maipifill ko? Or ano ba yung problem na mare-resolve ko? At kung meron man akong problem na mare-resolve, ano yung kailangan kong i-propose? Meron ba akong output sa study ko? Meron bang policy analysis? Policy enhancement? Meron ka bang teorya na sinubukan sa iyong research? Or meron ba mga programs and projects na maaaring makatulong sa field na meron ka pagkatapos mong gawin ang research na ito? Napaka-importante nito para sa isang researcher because this is really the purpose of doing research. You wanted to fill a gap because at the end of your research project, you wanted to help a specific field. More specifically or more especially, yung field kung nasaan ang iyong pag-aaral. Ang ikaapat or number 4 is learn research methodologies. Methodology and methods are two different terms. They are also different in their meanings. On my succeeding videos, I'm going to teach you the differences of the terms used in research. But for now, yung number 4 natin, learn research methodologies. So, are you a person who is good in number? Are you a person who want to describe insights? Or are you a pluralistic person doing numerical data at the same time explaining your data? Now, pag sinabi nating research methodologies, maraming klase yan. At mapapag-aralan natin yan sa mga succeeding videos. Pero ang tanong, nasaan ba ang interest mo sa paggawa ng research? Do you want to do research involving numbers? Or do you want to do research explaining an insights? Or you want to do both? Now, in doing so, ma'am, hindi pa po kami ganun kagaling pagdating sa research methodologies. That's why these tips are very important to you. Paano ba kami, ma'am, magiging maalam or magkakaroon ng kaalaman pagdating sa mga methodologies? One way to do that is to subscribe in a channel or in a platform such this. Number 5, you have to find a mentor. A mentor or a research advisor who can help you in your research journey. Importante na ang iyong research advisor ay merong experience sa paggawa ng research. Dahil ang pag-advise sa research ay hindi lamang nababasa sa libro. Kung hindi, dapat ang mga tatanungin mong tao ay naka-experience na sa paggawa ng research, because your advisor or your mentor will establish your professional networking. They are the best persons to advise you what to do from phase 1 up to the last phases of your research endeavor. Napaka-importante ng role ng isang mentor at napaka-importante rin na magkaroon tayo ng magandang relationship, professional relationship sa ating research advisor. Okay, we are down to number 6. Number 6 is that you have to join research communities. This is what I have done in order to be enhanced in doing research. I join professional organizations. Whenever possible, I join seminars, trainings, or colloquiums, especially those which are free. And there are so many. And in Facebook, in YouTube, and any other professional linkages. You know, I'm telling you, this will help you a lot. You just have to be very patient in attending and listening to this research fora. Because whatever your questions or whatever questions you have in your mind, it will always be answered. This is also a journey or a venue for you to be explored in research undertakings, not only in your school, but also the experiences of those who are already in the industry and those who are already publishing the research papers in reputable journals. Okay, number 7 is acquiring technical skills. Technical skills is also very important in doing research, more specifically if you are going to deal with numbers. Statistical software is used in treating numbers or numerical data so that you can have an analysis later on. You can also look into or research into how are you going to interpret qualitative data. But let me just clear, you are not going to do it at this point in time. Because at this stage, when you are a new researcher, you are just really trying to get ready on your research project. But this is part of the tips so that you can have already a knowledge of what are you going to do when you are already there. So you have to acquire a technical skill. Number 8 is plan your time effectively. This is a common problem for most researchers because we are not creating our time realistically. We do not prioritize things, we do not set our deadlines, we do not meet our dues. This can be flexible. However, if you wanted really to finish your research project, you have to be very serious on your time. Mom, can it be adjusted? Of course. You can have a definite time of your research, but what more important is you are doing your best in order to complete your research projects. There are problems along the way in completing your research. However, there is your mentor who can help you. How can you meet those deadlines? Number 9 is practice ethical research. As a researcher, I believe that this is one of the most important thing a researcher should adhere to or follow. But it's always or most of the time forgotten by a researcher. Maybe the researcher doesn't know what to do, or the researcher is not properly advised what to do. Now, doing ethical research is very important. Having in-text citation in your research paper of the sources that you had copied from others. When I said copied, it means you have either summarized, you paraphrased, or you quote as sources, and then it can be found on your references. There's a proper format, more particularly nowadays we are using APA 7th edition. There is a format on how are you going to do that. Ma'am, ang ginagawa naman po namin ay nilalagay naman namin ang pangalan ng sources. Pero ang tanong doon, kung ano ba yung kinopya ninyo ay ang eksaktong nilagay ninyo sa inyong research paper. Iyon ay mali. Okay, so you have to either paraphrase, you have to summarize, or you have to quote a particular sources. As I have mentioned, meron tayong format para dyan. Pero hindi lang yan. Pag gumagawa tayo ng research, napaka-importante na inform ang ating respondents or participants kung ano ba yung ating research. In other words, kailangan nating magpaalam. Ano ba yung risks and benefits ng ginagawa nating research? Ano ba yung extent ng kanilang participation? Sila ba ay pumapayag na maging parte ng ating research at gaano katagal ang kanilang exposure dun sa ating research? Because research projects are always at the end a public document. So whatever will be the results of your research study, they are part of it. It's very important that at the beginning, they are already informed of what is your research all about and how it will going to benefit them. Number 10 is that you have to really share yourself and your time in order to finish your work. Napaka-importante nito because if you are not interested in completing your research project, whatever it is, kahit anong mga learning activities ang atinan ninyo tungkol sa research, kahit na sino ang magsabi sa inyo kung ano ang inyong gagawin, pero you yourself, you are not interested in completing your research project, it will not be successful. So you really have to prioritize things in order for you to complete your research project with the guidance of the people around you, especially your advisor, and the knowledge that you are going to acquire from different platforms. So, napaka-importante nito para mas maging maayos, maganda at makumpleto ang inyong research projects. Okay, so I am done sharing with you tips on how are you going to be ready on your research project, and I hope that it can help you. Now, before we end our first learning video, let's have a short learning assessment. Kung nakatulong sa iyo ang video na to, please like, share, and subscribe para updated ka sa lesson videos. Always remember, we unlock insights to empower your minds. Thanks for watching!